It was very, very thin, like paper thin. I think it's maybe the thinnest, leanest skewer of Koobideh I've had. به سلام همه، چطورین؟ خوب هستین؟ دوباره همدیگه رو میبینیم، دوباره با همدیگه حرف میزنیم. Hello everyone, nice to see you all again. Today I'm back in Dubai. I'm on the JBR beach and really hot. I'm going to be going to a restaurant called Rivas today. This is not far from here. It's just opposite the Burj Arab in a mall. This is the restaurant that I've had a lot of recommendations for from the locals who live here, from the Iranians who live here. So very excited. It's not got the most number of reviews on Google compared to some of the other ones I visited. So I'm gonna go now and do some, I'll give it a go and film how it goes and tell you about how it went later. So please come along with me and I'll see you there. Is right opposite the Burj Arab, a very famous building, one of the landmarks of Dubai. Not far from the marina where I am. It's a little bit north of here. It's a little bit west of the Emirates Mall and it's south of the Burj Khalifa. So in terms of location, it's right in between everything. I think whether you're coming from any of those three places, here or from the Burj at the top in the north, or from the east, from the Emirates Mall, pretty good to get to from any of those locations. But to get there, you either have to drive, but for everybody else, it's not too much of a trek wherever you are in Dubai, but it's not near any metro. You've got to drive there or get a taxi there. So I'm going to say it's convenient, but not super convenient. And so it's a good location. It's not a great location in terms of commuting. So I'm going to go with half a star for the location. When I arrived at the restaurant, it was very busy. You could see from coming towards the restaurant, it was full of people. Today is Sunday when I got there. The gentleman at the front, who was a Filipino, I think, Asian, sort of asked me how many I was, and I said it's just me. And he sort of said, we have space. You need a reservation usually, but we have space. And he sat me in a room, not sort of in the main area. It was actually nearby the kitchen, a separate room. And for most of the 30-45 minutes I was there, I was all alone. I felt quite alone in that place. Everybody else was sort of outside in the main area, in the cooler area. I was in this sort of hot place, so I wasn't really happy about that.
That's okay. Things are going to be okay.
But the actual table service, the waiters serving at the tables were fantastic. They smiled all the time. They looked really happy. They asked me how I was. They commented, it's very hot here. Are you okay? Do you want us to try and find you something cooler? Throughout the whole sort of experience, they were coming and going, bringing things quite quickly. The food came quite quickly. The starters came really quickly. So they really looked like they cared and they were really sort of trying their best, you know, not sort of unengaged or anything. So I was really impressed about that. Just another thing about the service as well, it does come with starters, complimentary. The bread is pretty good. It also comes with some sabzi, some mint and cheese. They didn't come with any sort of dessert or tea at the end, complimentary. So that's also I wanted to say as well. So I think the waiters themselves were great, but putting me sort of outside in that sort of area, not really looking after me, or not, wasn't the best place to put a customer, I think, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with half a star. I thought the service was good, maybe above sort of average good, but it didn't get to that sort of great level. I didn't feel like a VIP. About the price of the food, Koobideh costs just under 60 dirham. This is around 12, 13, 14 pounds, depends on the conversion rate. That's pretty standard for a Koobideh here or in London or anywhere else. It's quite average price. I also added mustard borani, which is spinach, and I got a doogh as well, and that came up to in total around 80 dirham. That's around 19, 20, 21 pounds in total. You don't have to get that stuff if you don't want to.
I mean, it's all right.
I got it because I wanted it. But just based on the Koobideh itself, 12, 13, 14 pounds, very, very standard pricing. So it's average, and I'm going to give it an average sort of score, half a star for the price. My summary is that everything here is just decent size. Nothing is too small, nothing is too much either. The bread is a sort of decent average size. Sabzi and the paneer and the mint and the cheese that comes with the starter is also enough. It's just enough to finish with the bread that they've given, which is a decent size. And then in terms of the Koobideh and the rice, again, it's all been, I think, very well proportioned. The portions have been really thought out. The rice is good size, and it's just enough to finish the two Koobidehs with. Nothing more, nothing less. The tomato, the chili, the little things on the side also were not overdone, but also not too much either. So the quantity was not sort of over the top. In my opinion, I think this is good. It's not great.
Not great, not terrible.
I think there should be sort of enough, more than enough there that you can't even finish it. That for me means the quantity, you know, almost like a buffet sort of style where there's too much, you bring too much and you can't finish it. I think that's sort of what a full star quantity is about. So this one, they do just enough to make you full, nothing left over either. So I'm going to go with half a star for the quantity. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad that there wasn't not too little there, but it also wasn't over the top either. In my opinion, you know, that's half a star for the quantity. For the quality, I'm going to say again that everything was good. It wasn't great. The bread was actually a great size. Naan bread, it had sort of some seasonings on it. It was hot. It didn't dry out and go crispy and crumble like some other breads I've had. It was actually quite soft throughout the meal. The sabzi and the cheese was also good. The dough they give is one of the is the best brand. It's the dough that is the most the one I like the most. For the Koobideh and the rice, I'm going to talk about the Koobideh last, but the rice itself was very naan, soft. It was fluffy. It had some sort of yellow seasoning on it as well. And everything, the tomato, the chili peppers, everything else was really sort of done quite well. The Koobideh was quite disappointing. It was good, it wasn't great, it didn't live up to the hype, it didn't live up to the recommendations that I've received here. The Koobideh didn't have any oil. When I lifted the Koobideh, there was no oil. When you sort of cut it, it's dry, it's pretty dry. It was very thin, like paper thin. I think it's maybe the thinnest, leanest skewer of Koobideh I've had. In terms of the length, it was a good size. It was average size. It wasn't over the top again, but it was really thin. It was, I don't know why. What? And in terms of the flavor, it had some flavor actually. There was some flavor there, but it was very mild flavor. It was more bland. I'm gonna go with half a star. So half a star for the quality, half a star for everything. In summary, it's 2.5 stars. It's sort of in the middle. It's not great. It's good. It's not bad. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts. نظر من هسته. So much. خیلی متشکرم که دوباره یه ویدیو دیگه برای من با من تماشا کردین. The subscribers are really growing. I didn't expect this channel to become with such a niche topic. I didn't expect the number of subscribers and followers to be what it is at the moment. So thank you so much. Take care, stay safe. همدیگر زودی دوباره میبینیم انشالله. خداحافظ and take care. Goodbye from Dubai. See you again soon.